Hi guys, my name is Means. This is going to be my very first male build review, and we're looking at the Freedom Gundam. I've been holding off buying male builds since they are pricey. They're around the price point of a perfect grade. So you're looking at around 150 and beyond. And this is one of the, I believe, the cheaper ones and still readily available, I believe. They recently announced Strike Freedom, so it's kind of nice to, oh actually I'm getting that too, and it'll be nice to have them side by side. Although I've been looking into getting a male build Destiny within reasonably priced, which is kind of hard. I'm hoping they re-release it in the future. Anyways, I got mine from Tatsu Hobby, and I'm really excited for this, and it's something different. I've been getting into the Robot Damacy, more on the Gundam figure line, and the male build is the next step up. So basically, the Robot Damacy is for the 1/44th scale, and male build is for the 1/100 scale. Yeah, really great. So here's the box. It's actually quite big as some master grades. And you get a lot of details here. Really cool. And inside is actually a foam box. Basically will protect the die-cast part or the actual figure. There's a lot of intricate details, as you can see from just the front here. Picture of the figure. And I think that's pretty much it in terms of the box. Really nice. And let's take a look inside. And we got a little instruction booklet here. Probably will go over the details inside. So inside we got a couple of these which we'll go over. So we continue the review and a different articulation. So I'm just gonna quickly go over this. And they have some information which I cannot read. But I like that drawing though. And actually the Freedom, well actually when I first got back to Gundam, I was wondering how come the Freedom has two different Gundam have the same head or the same design, and it turns out that Strike Freedom was the upgraded version. Although I kind of like the Freedom a little bit more. It has the cannons on the wings which I really like, and that I think maybe railguns on the side skirt too. Really nice design. Right, I just want to go over that one. We got the base here. It looks amazing. It's kind of like the launching pad for the Gundams, and he does have the code XGMFX10A, the Freedom Gundam, and in there it basically tells you what the Gundam stands out for in terms of Gundam seed. You got Generation Unsubdued Nuclear Drive Assault Module. And actually that thing changes from each Gundam series. And you have a jammer canceller, kind of like some notification there. And that's pretty much it for the base. Then you do have this one. It's kind of like an upscale version of the Action Base 1. This part here, and this part here extends, which is really cool. You get the movable part here. There is screws to tighten certain parts, but when you have this in place, it should be stable. It seems like it's mounted on the side here as opposed to the underside, which is probably a good thing. And I think to put this on, there's a little tab here. I guess you just press it down. Yeah, straightforward. Not quite. Oh, okay, that's probably oh, it's a locking mechanism there. It's nifty. And you have the locking part here. A very sturdy base. Really nice. Right, we got the Freedom Gundam here, and first thing I just want to show, when you get out of the package, you're gonna put the Beam Saber hilts. And I think you're gonna make use of that little tab there, or indentation. Just gonna place it in there and press it down. Oh, there we go. Right. Alright, before I put the wings on, I'm gonna just review in terms of articulation and the details, since once you have the wings, it's gonna be a lot more bulkier. So just looking at the head, looks really nice. You got that gold on the V-fin, or part of the V-fin. Even the eyes are painted gold, really nice. And just the paint app, it's amazing. Really amazing. You got this really nice kind of like metallic black. It's a gloss black on top. Then on the collar here, can't remember what color that is. It's somewhat red. It's like champagne in color. I guess that's champagne red. Then you get metallic red there. You got silver on the vents. You got metallic blue. And you got this really nice, it's not pearl, but it's just gloss white. The way it's painted, really nice. And the joints here, you get metallic black. Even here, and there's even a different shade. Yeah, interesting. And you got the side skirt here. It's actually, I'm not sure if it shows, but there is a different, kind of like an iridescent paint. When you shine light to it, it kind of turns a little bit of a purple. It's kind of hard to say. So it's gray, but when you shine light to it, you kind of see that purple color, which is really cool. I like that. Yeah, just the details is amazing. It doesn't have panel lines, you know, those crazy panel lines as you see on other model kits, but it has enough that it's still enjoyable. Really cool. And on the back here, and there is quite heft to it in terms of die-cast parts. You can feel it. Feels like it's well balanced. Most of the majority is on the leg, but good weight. So in terms of articulation, let's start with the head. Alright, so you can move side to side. Actually, let's move the light here a little bit. Moving down, looking up. And we got the shoulder armor here, which actually you can flip up. And I'm just trying to figure out how it's connected. So it's connected on the back side of the shoulder. Or actually, this shoulder plate here, in between. There's the flap on the back. This part here, and there's a hinge. So it's really nice that they have this configuration. And you get this little tab here. I think it goes up. There we go. Bicycle swivel, elbow bend. Oh, let's put this back. And I think it can go further. The elbow is kind of lacking, but it's double jointed. Then you have the wrist here. So there's a lot of going on the shoulder, which I like. But in terms of down here, it's a little bit more simple in design. And getting back on the torso, you get a little bit of movement there. And you get the waist. And yeah, I don't think there's much movement. Maybe a little bit in the mid-torso. Alright, so moving down, you have the side skirt, which is interesting the way they designed it. So on this one, you can actually open it up more on the side. And yeah, you got that hinge there, which is the first time I'm seeing that, which is cool. Especially when you have it like so. Then you have the knee that moves along as you bend it. It's really cool, kind of like your master grade. And I believe that is also double jointed, so just depending on how much you want to bend that. There's not much details on here. I'm wondering if that's, not sure if that's die cast, but it's possible. The knee joint. And getting back here, there we go, I was looking for that one. So you can move up the back skirt, which allows you to have the feet on the back there. And also on the back. I think this one moves a little bit up, and you get this little thruster here. I don't think that moves. And you get this shin guard here, which is free floating, I guess. You get the ankle here. Trying to see if there's a, yeah, I guess there's a little bit of a hinge there. Or maybe, I think it's connected on, trying to figure this out, a ball joint. Yeah, there is a ball joint right there. Huh, interesting. Then you can point the toes down. Yeah, really nice. I don't think the heels are on a separate joint, so it's just the front toes. Really cool. And might as well, we're on the side skirt here. This, I think, the rail guns, which opens up. Really cool. And again, this, oh, I think I already mentioned it, but the paint is just amazing. Actually, I had a little issue with mine. Mine doesn't lock in place. But I think when I hold it in a certain, yeah, there we go, it holds. At first, like, it's broken. And I believe this one, you can swivel here. I thought it goes up, but it's on the side here. And pretty much the same as the other one too. This one I didn't have any problems. Let's see, there we go. Yeah, this one doesn't flip up. There we go, double rail guns. And we'll probably revisit this later on once we start swapping the hands. But yeah, really nice. Other than that, let's fold this back. Yeah, really cool. And yeah, I was wondering about that little tab there, or there's a tab at the other end of this part here, and just snaps in place. Yeah, really nice. Right. Yeah, let's move on to the other accessories, or actually let's go with the connection on the base. Let's put this down on the base and put on the wings. Alright, so for mounting parts, let's see if I get this right. We're gonna be using this clear piece here, which goes here on the back skirt, so we can connect it from there. And I'm just gonna mount it over here. And I think this is a release mechanism if you want to turn it and lock it in place. So I might be using this port or on one of the backpack, but for now, let's just leave it there for now. Maybe lower this a little bit some more. There we go. And finally, let's go with the wings. Actually more after the wings. But here's the wings. One thing that I noticed, he has this really nice details here that I don't think the Freedom has, but I like that addition. And the paint up, amazing. You get the Freedom Gundam decal there. Really cool. So on this one, there's actually tabs here. You gotta release it, tab it in place. Same thing on the other side. That way you can move this up. And you have like a separate one here. And that looks amazing. Alright, so and also there's the cannon part here. I think it's on a ball joint. Oh, that's kind of interesting. It was loose. There we go. And a cannon part, you just open this up and bend forward. There we go. It's in a certain configuration. Yep. Yeah, the Freedom has a lot of cannons. Strike Freedom uses the Dragoon system more. Yep. Alright, let's put this on the back of the Freedom. Alright, and this is my first time putting this on, so bear with me. There's 2 tabs there, and I think it's just self-explanatory. Just press it in. There we go. Huh. There we go. Really nice. And to make use of that connection part on the backpack, you can just pull it from here. Actually, I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Alright, there we go. So this part here, you kind of just hold it and pull it out. It's a lot easier when I was holding just the wings. There we go. So once you got that out, you can push this up here, and now you have the connection part right there. And we're going to be putting this on, and I believe this is this way. There we go. And I wonder if you can, yeah, I think you just move it up. I was hoping you can realign it. And I'm just gonna put this here. There we go. All right. Yeah, that's good. Get the wings up again. Or actually, this part here in the front. That looks great. And you do have a hinge here, which you can move back or front. And I'm just gonna try the railgun and see how that looks. Yeah, it feels a little weird. It just, I think, overhangs on top of his head. It's a cool gimmick. Probably not gonna be using that though. But it's nice. He has that cannon on the wings, which is great. Yeah, this is amazing. Alright, I'm gonna put that back and continue on with the other accessories. Actually, for the wings, you can actually push it all the way on the back. It just... Actually, this part here is a little too stiff, so I don't want to do it on that side. And... seems like gravity is already taking its place. And just in case you want to have the cannon this way, you know, that works too. Yeah. But I like it this way a little bit more. It's all about your preference. Anyways, that's for the wings. Now hopefully gravity doesn't take place that much on or weighs it down. Let's go over the weapons. You have his rifle here. You can now move this up. And there's a little tab here, which was the connection part if you want to hook the base on the waist. But if you left it out, on the back side here, I think that's where you can mount this thing. And there you go. But we're going to be using it. Although I kind of wish this is a separate piece, or you can fold it out. It seems it's a little bit of an eyesore, especially when you're holding on here and that thing is sticking out. The gray color kind of would graze it out, I guess. Yeah. Then you have the shield here. This is a nice looking shield. Got assortment of colors. Really cool. Mounts underneath the, kind of near the elbow. Then this part here has a rail which you can slide. Right, so where do we first connect this one here? So you have a variety of hands. You have the closed fist. You have the open hands. Let's see here. You have the gripping hands for the shield and the beam saber. Actually, the beam saber one, sorry, this one, it's slightly angled. And you also have the trigger finger. And yeah, there you go, a pair of them. Yeah, so in total, we have 8 pairs of hands. Or 10, actually, 10. Where was I? I was gonna connect the shield. So I have this hand here. It's probably a lot easier to put this on first. There we go. Let's pop this wrist out. And I think this might be on the bolt joint. It's always nerve-wracking popping these joints off. There we go. It's actually a straight peg, but it's one of those has a little bit of a indentation. Alright, let's put this on. Let's see how. Probably best to not put the shield first. There we go. This should just mount on there, not on the other side. Not sure if I can see it. And there we go. It's not working. Let me put this on the hand first, then okay. There we go. Sorry about that. There's the shield right there. In terms of the shield movement, even when you have this part here, it clears over the shoulder or underneath the shoulder, which is great. Then on the other side, I'm gonna be putting the trigger finger hand, and likewise we're gonna pop off that joint. And here goes nothing. Not sure what's a good technique. I guess kind of just wiggle it around. Put this on here. At least a straight peg. Oh, for the most part. And there we go. It's not all the way in. Ah. Then I just found out that there's a new joint there. Wrist joint. Why did I make this a little hard? Anyways, got that on. And it's one of those where you have to put it in between the thumb. Oh, jeez. It's always a struggle putting this on. Sometimes you appreciate the mold kits where you can separate the hand. There we go. After much struggling, I finally got it in there. Alright, so I guess for the most part, I might just, I don't know if I can just leave the hands on the weapon or the shield, but I'm gonna have to put the hands first before putting the weapons. Yeah, really nice. And let's give him a little bit more dynamic pose. You know, with a little bit of a knee up. There we go. Really nice. And I think, well, last but not least, we have the beam saber, which I'm thinking I might just display it with that. With the beam saber having dual wield that. Although I'm gonna have an issue with the shield since I can have the rifle on the back side of the waist. Let's try it. Alright, we have Beam Saber effect parts here. And actually I already put the hands on since it took a little longer than I expected previously. But I just want to demonstrate, I kind of want to show that on the review. Sometimes it's easy to put on or swap out the hands or the joints. Sometimes it's not. This one, they've kind of slightly sprayed silver on the tips here. That way when the light hits it, you get a little bit more of the nice effect. And I have the handles here somewhere. Right here. Specs in place. And let's see. There we go. Yeah, this is great. I'll probably display him on this mode, maybe. And I could still have this hanging on the side here somehow. I'll just fold out the handle and have the guns on the back, or yeah, his rifle. I like him dual wielding this Beam Saber. It looks great. Or I could do also this. So another thing you can do with this one is combine them. And yeah, this part here was, which I was kind of wondering why they have that. And for that reason is you can connect them. And a minute now. Nope. Is it this way? Ah. Let's see. How come it's not connecting? Some weird. There's even knobs in there still. Let me look it up real quick. I thought you just connect like that. And apparently you just gotta keep pushing until you hear a snap. And we wanna be careful. There we go. Alright. And yeah, I'm kind of not sure if I want to just have him hold with one hand or dual wield it. There's a, well, this one, it's gonna be a problem now. Getting it that right place. I forgot there is that other articulation there. There we go. And can have him hold the shield on the other one still. Or the rifle. Yeah, really nice. Or actually, here. Alright, I just swap out the hands. I think this one is a lot cooler with this post right here. And I'm not sure if I went over it, but you can raise the hands. I just didn't do that. It is articulated. And I think that's about it for the review of the Metal Build Freedom Gundam. Again, I got mine from Tatsu Hobby. I'm not sure if they have one in stock still, but I'll provide the link down below. You can always go to the inquiry or the contact us section and ask if they do have it. Or better yet, pre-order your Strike Freedom from them. I'm getting one. Yeah. And also, I cannot wait for Namatsu Gold frame coming out. For the red frame, there's also blue frame. I'm not sure if I want to get those yet. I'm more of a fan of the one with the Delta Kai, with the tactical arms. Yeah, the red frame guy, Master Grade. It's, let's say if they do have they did have optional parts, and if they made one for the Metal Build, I might just go for it. We'll see. But it's one of those I have to be selective. Metal builds are quite pricey, and along with the other figure lines I'm collecting, yeah, it's really hard. Also, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the review. I would highly recommend getting this, whether you're a Molly kit builder or a figure collector, because overall this is amazing. It's like a painted Master Grade with the 1/100 scale. The nice paint, the nice detailing, and the decals. Overall, this is a very nice display piece. I really liked it. And yeah, I would really recommend trying out Metal Build. Yep, really nice. Alright, that's about it for the review. Hope you guys like it. If you have any questions or anything that you'd like to share in terms of information, if you do have a Metal Build already, let me know. Otherwise, that's about it. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.